Okay, so I've been watching Breaking Bad because I watched Breaking Bad a couple years ago, and I stopped watching because Jesse got a girlfriend, and I was like, no, I don't want a love interest in this. So I stopped, but I enjoyed the show, but I stopped watching it. So Vinny, Mike, and I think we're in Jersey, and we're talking about Breaking Bad. It's like, I stopped watching. It's like, no, dude, come on, you gotta keep on watching. So I took Vinny's suggestion, and I've been watching all the series now. And all I can say is I have a couple of thoughts about the series. I'm not gonna say exactly, but I'll say this. Breaking Bad is a story about diarrhea. Breaking Bad is a story not about meth or evil. It's about the incidental regrets of diarrhea. Because as I'm watching the series, I realized that this whole thing could have been avoided with a couple of things, right? This guy right here gets really bad diarrhea in the toilet and goes to take a shit. If diarrhea was not a thing, things would have turned out way better. So a lot of people say, Joel, the show has nothing to do with diarrhea. And I say, what's the title of the show? Breaking, as in farting. I get it. I know what they were really going for here, you know. And on top of that, it also establishes a couple of things in the show. Is that Hank here is kind of a neutral point, but there's a lot of baldies in the show, right? And I feel the more bald people on screen, the more evil it is. As we see Walter White go from, you know, a full head of hair, towards the end of the series, he's now developed into sort of the villain, you know. Jesse as well, shaves his head, you know. Gus, you know. Mike, you know, I'm saying that this show gets a lot of things right, but it doesn't get a couple of things right, though. And that's because I was watching, I think, in season 3. Nobody else has noticed this except me. But there's a moment where Skyler and, you know, they're having dinner, and I think Hank is over. I'm not sure, but they were having a meal, and I swear to Jesus that on the plate was nothing but a bag of chips. It took me out of the scene, and I had to step outside to take a breather. It ruined the show for me. It ruined the show for me. Okay? But on the table is a bag of chips, or a plate of chips, you know? So you don't like the show because they had chips for dinner. Exactly, yes. You know, it ruined the show for me. But if you want to talk about what really ruined this great show for me, this amazing shit show, I'll heat up some less. I was just talking about this. What the fuck? What is this? I'm sorry. Okay, this is from the official Breaking Bad Twitter. What the fuck? That's a quote. I'll heat up some lasagna. What is this? She's heating up some lasagna. This is literally what. No, it wasn't even Skyler's lasagna. Marie's the worst character. No, you know what the worst character in the show is? You know who the worst character in the show is? Keep going. Guess. It's that baby. The baby is the main villain in the series. That baby doesn't say a word in the series because we all know that there's someone pulling the strings, okay? Because you know what? That baby, no hair. Okay, okay, I wanted to talk about something about this show that I actually, jokes aside, there was a moment in this show where I I like sincere, like I'm obviously joking about, you know, the chips and all that stuff, but there was one thing that legitimately took me out of this show completely, and it made me sick to my stomach. I'll show you what I mean. This is one of the worst moments on television I think I've ever seen. Well, Netflix, but you know, okay. The plane, no, not the plane. The plane was awesome. The plane was awesome because John Landis showed up. You know, I love that. I love having Q on. Just, I used to refer to a plane tragedy as something awesome, by the way. Yeah. Okay. No, but there was something in this show that sincerely took me out of it completely. And I am not kidding about this. This really fucked me up because we about a year ago we talked about a game called MASH. And MASH is if you're like not caught up to this, MASH was a funny concept that involves, you know, when people on shows play video games, they play like Atari sound effects and they stick their tongue out like and they play with the controller 90-degree angle to the side, going left to right, like they're doing a dance, and they're going like this, all the buttons, they're swerving the analog sticks, clicking everything, and the fucking thing isn't on, you know, and it's just like a mash fest, right? So there was a couple of moments like that in the show, but what really fucked me up watching this was that I love Breaking Bad, I love the writing, I love the characters, but if there's something that these writers cannot do is talk about video games. This made me so sick that I had to actually walk out of the room, take a breather, and take a nap.
Left 4 Dead, yo. The way them bitches get all cranial when you cap them in the head, it's like, booyah!
No, man. Resident Evil 4 takes it by a long shot.
This is the moment where I started watching, and I slowly put the t-shirt over my face like, oh no, no. And I say, benefit of the doubt. You know, we haven't really seen that much video games on the show yet. And, you know, obviously the writers are mentioning Left 4 Dead here. I'm like, okay, Resident Evil 4, okay. But then something bad happens.
Please, brother, you front.
No, man, seriously. That chick, the one you gotta rescue, she's smoking, bro. And then you're like the last undead dude on Earth.
Has this guy played the game? Has he played the fucking game? What is he talking about? Now, benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt. This guy is a meth head. He uses drugs. He's crazy. But that's like me saying, yo, you ever play Age of Empires? Yo, you ever see that Mario be yumping in that game? Yo, Tony Hawk be showing up. Like, what?
So how can you not be dipping into that? Talk about inspiring a brother to kick some zombie ass.
You're trying to eat your brain, bro. A dude don't need no more motivation.
Fair point, I guess. Okay. Call of Duty, World at War, zombie mode. Now that's the bomb, man.
This actually made me go like, okay, you know what? I do like the fact that the show kind of simplifies all the Call of Duty players down to meth heads, and I thought that was good.
And think on it, bro. They're not just zombies. They're Nazi zombies.
Nazi zombies.
Yeah, man.
And I just thought to myself, this is really the crowd that does play these games.
Whopping troopers too, which are like the baddest ass Nazis of the whole Nazi family.
Zombies are dead, man. What difference does it make what their job was when they was living?
Dude, you are so historically retarded. Nazi zombies don't want to eat you just because they're craving the protein.
You know, Jesse over here was my reaction. I was like, stop talking, please stop talking, you know.
They do it cause they hate Americans, man. Talibans, they're the Talibans of the zombie world.
Played the game, bro. They ain't exactly fleet of foot.
No.
I'm saying, where's the challenge? At least the...
Did nobody else react the same way I did watching this? Like, I'm like, make the scene, please get over. I want Walter White to take his, like, SUV and smash through the wall. Go, Jesse, you know. No, the scene is good. Okay.
The zombies in Left 4 Dead clock a respectable 40. You gotta lead them and shit.
Dude, that's because they're not even zombies. They're just infected. They got like this rage virus. Amps them up like they've been smoking the swag. Apples and oranges, bro. Totally unfair to compare it. Yo, Jesse.
This goes on for about a million years. But you notice how Badger said rage virus? So there's the episode where Jesse thinks he's spoilers. He's gonna die, so he's kind of going off the deep end. So he starts going go-karting, and you know, he plays a lot of video games. But then something really bad happened. This is where the show officially started like making any goddamn sense for me, because now I might be wrong about this. Of course I might be wrong, but Jesse's playing Rage on the 360 with a Chinese Wish controller. This is the writer saying, yeah, we played Duck Hunt back in 1987. It's like that, right? This just made me think of this. This just made me think of this. This is really bad. This is ridiculous. Now let's play devil's advocate. Let me play Saul Goodman here. Rage did not have a light gun mode where you go around halls and a random guy says, "The border might be poisoned." It did not have that. John Carmack did not go out of his way to do this. It did? This is the mobile port. But it does make a lot of sense because, you know, Jesse at this point is, you know, a recovering, you know, meth head in rehab. So I guess he would play mobile games. I'm gonna get so much shit for this. People are gonna be like, Joey, stop talking about video games on this show that has nothing to do with video games. No, you show me a picture of this stuff and I'm gonna be calling it out, okay? Seriously, what is this? What is this? Like, straight up, what is this? What is this? What is this? Seriously? Rage? I mean, it's juxtaposition, guys. Okay, can I slightly improve this scene? Can I slightly improve it?
Kill score. You've achieved maximum societal violence. Kill more real people to get more gamer score. Double kill. Video games causes violence and you love it. Dungeons and Dragons causes Satanism.
Okay, you get what I mean. Anyway, that kind of took me out of the show. So let's end this whole Breaking Bad thing with one more thing. This also fucked me up so much. This fucked me up so much. Nobody else cares about this except my... It's just like, you show me video games, and it's just like, I want to get away from video games. That's why I watch Breaking Bad. Like, and then this shit, like, plasters this in my face. Alright, so here's a moment in the show where Jesse Pinkman plays Sonic Racing with a hooker. And they linger on it. I'm sorry, what? By the way, not to get all super pedantic, but watch the controller. Watch the controller. It's not on, asshole. I guess that's why they're so high. They're so drugged up, they don't even know. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, listen, we can talk about this all day, and I can talk about all the video games on the show, and that's why I'm gonna resume this segment and make it even worse. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end on one more thing. Someone said they are playing the demo. Oh, you mean like the screen attract mode in the video game stores? They're just watching the title. I can't figure out how to fucking play it. Okay, one more thing here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's end on the greatest segment in this entire show. You know, let's not talk about the great acting by Bryan Cranston. You know, no. Dean Norris from Starship Troopers. Fuck all that. Listen, what really matters here is this, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse Pinkman playing Sonic 06. Oh God.
How are you doing all those back? Tell me.
Cheat code.
Oh, I'm ready to get you. Oh, I'm ready to get you. Oh, I'm ready to get you. You're just pressing buttons and it makes you do magical stuff.
That's ironic.
Cheater.
Okay, anyway, so they're playing, you're just pressing buttons and it makes you do magical stuff. How do you do this? Cheat code? Okay, I added the sound effects. I'm glad the juxtaposition wasn't that apparent. I mean...
Tell me.
Now, people have talked about this before. But the controller in the kid's hands looks like a goddamn Dreamcast controller. I'm not talking about Jesse, that's a 360. But,
I'm ready to get you. Oh, I'm ready to get you.
Now, what I think, you know, I think that Vince did in the show. Vince was a huge fan of Sonic. That's the only reason why Sonic Racing and Sonic 06 is in the show. And he also paid tribute to Sega by putting a Dreamcast in. And he also paid tribute to Sonic's creator being in jail right now for tax fraud by making the show about people going to jail and suffering. So I think that,
John. You're just pressing buttons and it makes you do magical stuff. Yes.
This actually does go on for a while, but, you know, great show. Watch this show. It'll make you laugh. One of the greatest shows of all time, and I like it. Okay. Anyway, let's start. let's play some games. Bye bye.
Hey, buddy. Ready for a cold one? Nah, I'm feeling 100%.
Oh, no, I hope it's not something you ate.
No, I just.
We have Pepto, Hank.
No, I'm good. I think we need to shovel.